Wow, beautiful Saitama. Enough for like 2 or maybe 3 cars, yeah?
Gotta work on that screen.
Lots of light. I call it the infamous Japanese stairs. Wow, this is a pretty big balcony. It has a lot of potential.
Aloha, Akiya Hunters. So today, got a very special episode for you because I have another buyer from Hawaii. To my right, I have none other than Kevin from the big island of Hawaii.
What's up?
Aloha, Kevin. Welcome to Japan. Welcome to Tokyo.
I'm happy to be here in Japan.
You're staying here, KQXN, right by the airport, Haneda Airport right there.
Can't get any closer. I mean, it's the closest hotel, I think.
So you bought a house in Japan and we're gonna go see it today together.
I'm so excited. I can't wait to see it.
For the audience, give a little teaser. What kind of house did you buy?
I bought a single family home. So about 4 bedrooms, 4 DK, so dining room, kitchen, located in Saitama, which is north of Tokyo. It's more half country, half city, so I have the best of both worlds.
Renovation's wrapping up and we're gonna go see it. We'll take the car. I think it's gonna be about an hour and a half or so. And we'll have some, conversations in the car.
It's gonna be a fun ride.
Yeah. Shall we go?
All right, man.
Okay, let's go, Kevin.
Okay.
Well, Kevin, welcome to Japan.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. And welcome to my car.
Yeah.
Very excited to have this ride with you. And I'm sure audience is very curious to know more about you. So I wanna ask you questions.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so you're from the big island, right?
Yeah.
You said Kona. So I've never been to the big island. I've been to Hawaii several times, but usually Oahu, Maui. I've been to Maui once. So tell me about the big island a little bit.
Yeah, the big island is the youngest island of the Hawaiian island chain. It's still actively erupting, so it's constantly growing. Every time the volcano erupts, new land is formed, so it's just constantly growing and growing and growing. We had this earthquake, that eruption that happened right before I left.
No way.
And it's spouted like 650 feet in the air.
What? Okay.
And it was like
okay?
awesome. Like, oh no, but it's like higher than a crater rim. Like, I mean, it was high.
Wow.
But it's a sight to see, and it's a mega tourist attraction.
Yeah.
All the tourists go there.
You grew up there?
Oh no, I grew up in Honolulu, Hawaii. Okay. Oahu is the main island of all the Hawaiian islands, and I was born and raised on Oahu. I raised my family there, and I got into the Honolulu Fire Department, and I was a firefighter for 28 years.
So you're a former firefighter as well?
Yeah, okay. And I'm just like you, Shu. I love to help people. I help people all my life, and you're helping people around the world obtain their dreams of getting a house.
Yeah,
in Japan, so we share similar traits,
Yeah, I mean,
so I think
you were saving, like literally saving lives.
Yeah, I'm saving lives, and you're helping people in other ways. But it's such a great feeling helping people.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that. But yeah, firefighters. We had another former firefighter, and he and his wife purchased a house in Kisarazu, Chiba, a beautiful vacation home as well. And they're from California. But it's good to have another firefighter. You though, you bought a rental property, right? And that's what this house is gonna be. But tell me a little bit more about why Japan? What made you wanna invest or buy a property in Japan?
Well, first of all, my daughter is in the Air Force in Japan, and I came to visit her. And when I came to visit her, the culture, the people, the food, the respect, no crime, I mean, just everyone living in harmony and peace. I love that way of life, and the rest of the world should take note on the Japanese way of lifestyle. I mean, it's a great place to stay and live and work. So since I'm retired now from the fire department, I wanted to get my first rental property from you, Shu, and hopefully get a vacation house so I can relocate my family here and we can stay 3 months at a time. So until I get a visa or something like that.
Right.
But to stay 3 months at a time, I would be happy with that.
And your daughter is where in Japan?
She's in Misawa in north of the northern part of Japan.
That's right.
It's really cold up there.
Yeah. Because the first conversation we had on Zoom, you were actually in Japan and visiting your daughter, right?
Yeah. I got really interested in watching your YouTube videos. And the fire got lit, and I was thinking, man, this is this is a great opportunity for me to look into getting Akiya in Japan. In your videos, you know, I know your preference to Yokohama since you live there, but you know, like you said, 80% of Yokohama is hilly, and I don't like hills because as you grow older, it's harder to, you know, navigate up steps and stuff. So you have to plan and think about the future, about
exactly
when you get older, right? You want something flat and go straight into the house, rather than going up X amount of flights of stairs, you know. So, you know, I just forecasting ahead that I'm looking for an area where it's nice and flat. So I wouldn't count out Yokohama if you found me a good deal, you know?
I get that why you chose Saitama over, you know, places like Yokohama. But have you looked into Chiba? Because a lot of people from Hawaii, like, you know, they love the ocean, the water, right? And Chiba is kind of like a good alternative to Hawaii. But have you thought about Chiba?
I was thinking of Chiba because it's like a peninsula, and I could go there. So the next house I would consider Chiba, but that other lady from Hawaii, Amy, she was in Miura. It's the bottom of that peninsula too, and I love the ocean and fishing. So, you know, I would be down to get a house in Miura, you know, or someplace ocean related, because it's so similar to Hawaii. You know, we're surrounded by ocean, and being surrounded by ocean at the peninsula would be just like I'm back home in Hawaii.
Yeah, Miura. I just read an article in the newspaper recently. They're trying to attract more tourists in Miura, so they're redeveloping like a part of Miura. It used to be big, but I think they're trying to recreate that. It's a great vacation area.
And I love to go fishing, so that's a fishing town.
It's a great fishing town.
It's a port, you know, I could rent and, you know, do some fishing on my own and eat good quality fresh fish, you know, all the time, you know?
Yeah, for sure. All right, Kevin, so we're through the tunnel and we have entered Saitama Prefecture.
Wow, we're getting closer.
Yeah, what do you think?
Wow, beautiful Saitama. It's kind of overcast. It's like a little bit, I don't know, a little bit overcast, but it looks all right.
Yeah, so we got about 30 more minutes to the property. But yeah, we are almost there. I actually want to tell you something.
What was that?
So the most recent property that I purchased, Akiya number 6.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw the video, but that's the house that I initially recommended you, right?
Yeah, I was really excited about that house.
Yeah, I did think it was a good deal, but the tilt was quite bad. But you passed on it. But I did say, like, hey Kevin, if you're not gonna buy it, you know, I might buy it. You know, I try to recommend that to other clients as well. I think there was another person who showed interest and like almost moved forward, but they didn't. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna get it. So I did it. But you were the first one. I recommended it to.
I had a chance to purchase it, but I passed on it because of various reasons.
Yeah.
You're a man of integrity. You offered it to me. You offered it to various clients, and if no one picks it up, then you take the leftovers. So, you know, you're a man of your word. You stick by your guns. No one wants it, but then you pick it up. So
yeah,
that says a lot, you know.
Appreciate it. But I think your biggest concern was like it was kind of tucked in, right? It's facing the main street, but you have to go through that path and then go to the house. So that was the main reason for you to not move forward.
Yeah, the house was way in the back from the front street. Yeah. So, you know, I didn't like it's a hidden house from the front, yeah. Then you have to walk through a skinny path to get to your house, and I didn't like that. I think I kind of like to be near the street, so
yeah,
that was one of the main factors why I passed. Did you fix the tilt?
I'm working on it actually. So I visited the property. I think by the time this airs, I don't know if I would be publishing it. Maybe it's right after. But I went there a few days ago. Talked to the company, and then the owner of the company who fixes like a house tilts all over Japan. And yeah, that was very interesting. I interviewed that guy too. It was like an 8 to 10 person work. And I was very surprised, like pleasantly surprised. Like, okay, I didn't think it was going to be like this big of a project. Yeah, they said, you know, they'll fix it. It's tilted pretty badly, but you know, they will fix it, and it's going to be okay for forever.
The Japanese people, they're very good on their word and they honor their word. So if they said it's gonna be all right, it should be all right.
So yeah, we're getting closer. We're starting to see more green.
Definitely, we're getting closer to the countryside. Look, Japan, they have shows that we watch every night after the news about the beauty of Japan. There's so much beauty and so much to explore, and to have a house using that as a base camp and just going all over to the different prefectures. That's the way I want to spend the rest of my life. It would be a good place to spend time in Hawaii and come to Japan for 3 months, and you have a house. The next house I get from you, I think I'm gonna look for a vacation rental and spend a little bit more money.
Yeah? Yeah, down in Mila? Okay, nice.
Mira or Chiba?
All right. Yeah, I think that, yeah, those are good areas. All right, so we're almost at the property. I think we're like 10-15 minutes. We'll see you at the property. All right, Kevin, we're here.
Right on. We're at Yuri Town.
Okay. All right. So it comes with a parking space, and this is the back of the house. Is this how you remember?
Yeah, got enough for like 2 or maybe 3 cars. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
2 to 3 small cars.
And another car absolutely can fit. Small cars, probably, yeah. I mean,
3 cars, maybe, yeah.
Yeah. So this is the back of it, and so this is the front. Got to work on that screen.
Yeah. Well,
still working.
The renovation will take care of that.
Yeah. Still working on that. All right.
So this is the entrance. Yeah.
Okay. So still in the midst of renovation, wrapping up. So there might be some, okay, yeah, I see some bags.
Yeah, they're doing the renovation, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Ozamashimasu. So, I guess this is the bathroom right here.
Comes with, this is the tiniest sink I've seen. Okay, simple.
This is the tatami room.
Yeah.
Traditional tatami room with storage.
So they're replacing this Fusuma, but this one looks, black.
Yeah, this is the sunroom, yeah?
Yeah, it's nice.
Oh, you can grow some plants over here, yeah?
Okay, this is a quite spacious tatami room. So
yeah, this is a good room. Lots of light.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 tatami mats.
8 tatami mats.
Yeah.
So this is the rest of the bathroom.
Yeah. Okay.
Under renovation, so it'll look much better. And of course, the kitchen, they gotta do some deep cleaning, but it's a smaller dining room.
Right, the floor looks,
kitchen area, but
this needs to be cleaned up.
Has some nice potential. You can just back it up, bring your groceries in, and here we go. Look at that, but...
Look at that. I wonder if they're working on something inside, but yeah, that's gonna be sealed.
They're in the process of working on that. So we're gonna go upstairs.
Let's do it.
Yep. It's a traditional steep stairs, right?
The steep stairs.
I call it the infamous stair, Japanese stairs.
Okay, so how many rooms do we have upstairs?
Well, let's see. So this is a Western style room with storage. Looks like they're working on it. Not bad, kind of on a smaller side.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll follow you, shoot.
Okay, and this one is brighter.
2, yeah.
The balcony is quite spacious. Okay.
Wow, this is a pretty big balcony.
Yeah, there you go. This is the view from the balcony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see spending a lot of time out here.
Yeah, especially this time of the year. This is nice. On a sunny day, you have no issues drying clothes here.
Yeah. So this is the Western style room, and this is the last room.
Okay.
Oh. Wow, they have a gray theme.
Yeah. It's gotta get fixed. All right. So it's got 3 rooms up here.
3.
One pretty spacious room, so 4.
Downstairs.
Yeah.
So it's a 4DK, right?
4DK, yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, it has a lot of potential. I don't think I have any trouble renting it, but I like what I see, and very spacious. I mean, 4 bedrooms.
Yeah.
It'd be good for a family. You know, everybody has their own room.
Okay, well, Kevin, thanks for the house tour.
Yeah, thank you for showing it to me.
Yeah, and what did you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's out in the country, but it has a lot of potential. With the amount of rooms and the current renovation going on, I think it'll look really nice after it's finished. Yeah,
obviously this is a rental, and you know, we want to, as a rental property, the important thing is, okay, the return, right? Because it's so easy to put in like as much money you can on the renovations.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, once it wraps up, I mean, you're starting to see like, okay, what it's going to look like. There are definitely several areas that still need work, which is clear. But once it's done, it's going to be a good rental. Looks like a nice, cozy neighborhood.
Nice neighbors.
Yeah. So where are we in Saitama right now?
North of Tokyo in Saitama.
Yeah.
And about 10 o'clock in Osato district.
We drove for about, from Yokohama, a little under 2 hours. And we're on the northern, like a central part of Saitama, but still, you know, to the tip of Tokyo, it's about an hour.
Yeah,
Tokyo,
yeah.
right?
And about an hour and a half, maybe, or more from Haneda Airport.
Yeah. And I think people are wondering more about the house. Can I ask you some questions about the house?
Oh yeah, no problem, yeah.
So what year was this house built?
This was built in June of 1980.
1980. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's been, what is it, 45 years?
Yeah, 45 years old.
old.
Kind of older house.
How big is it?
The land is 120 meters square, and the house is like 72 meters square.
So we have four
For
DK,
DK.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, each of these bedrooms are relatively smaller, but still obviously can fit a bedroom, a bed. So it could be good for a family.
Yeah, I think it's a
family.
perfect house for a family. And
Yeah.
they can all gather downstairs in the tatami room and the dining room kitchen.
I like that room with the sunroom connection.
Yeah,
it's quite spacious.
It's a classic,
Playroom.
you know, tatami and dining room kitchen. Yeah.
Yeah. So how far is the nearest station? Where's the nearest station?
The nearest station is the Yoda station, and that's like 9 minutes away.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's nice. And it comes with car parking, three for small cars.
I never did see a house with like 2 or 3 stalls, so
Yeah.
I think that's super rare to have a house with 2 or 3 parking stalls.
And from my experience, like having a car parking space, especially multiple, makes a pretty big difference.
Oh yeah.
With rentability, because around here people probably have cars.
Yeah, in the countryside, you're gonna need a car, so that's a big plus to have parking stalls. Yeah.
And the question that most people are probably wondering at this point is, what did you pay for this?
So for this house, I spent 3 million yen at that time, and that equated to like $19,000.
And what are you putting in for, like, you know, the
So
cost,
for-
like renovation and other things?
So
I
for
guess?
all in renovation, closing costs, fees, all of that, that was another 2.5. So all in was 5.5 million or $35.5 thousand.
That's like a price of a pretty, like a decent car in the US, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, $35,000 is like really a steal. Like I think it's a very good price.
Yeah. In Hawaii, like the most remote place in Hawaii possible, like can you get anything for like 35, 36 grand?
I doubt it. I mean, the average house in Hawaii is like $1 million. So like, even if you went to the farthest remote place, I think you can hardly buy anything for, you know, I think it's like 400,000 or 500,000 starting for a house. So
Oh wow.
I don't care how far you go out, it's still, land is premium and buying a house in Hawaii is expensive.
So as a rental property, what kind of rent are you expecting to get?
I'm expecting like 50,000 yen, so that would equate to like $350 a month. So that would be kind of close or right on par with the
1% rule.
1% rule. Yeah.
Okay.
But I'll be happy, you know, with the renters who move in, and you know I think that's a fair return for this house.
Yeah, especially as a starter, something for that, you know,
Yeah.
that affordable, right?
Yeah.
And then sounds like you're starting to save money for the second house?
Yeah, I mean, you know, you did such a great job from finding the house, you know, closing, getting the renovation on par, and setting everything up. You know, there's no hesitation for me to get a second house. But this was a good entry-level starter house, so that's why I wanted this house to test the waters and get my head start into a cheaper house, so my second house can be a little, you know, higher in value and more expensive.
Yeah, that sounds good. By the way, Kevin, I really like your shirt.
Oh,
yeah, is that like a Hawaiian?
Yeah, this is a Hawaiian shirt with a wave and everything. A lot of people like to wear a lot shirt in Hawaii, so this is like a typical shirt.
Yeah.
Showing the wave and, you know, the background.
Well, Kevin, thank you. Well, we look exactly the same.
We look like twins.
Twins, the Hawaiian twins.
Right on.
Right on. Well, thank you so much. This is nice.
Nah, that's what Hawaii people do, man. We give gifts, man. So it's from my heart to you.
Oh, appreciate it. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's been a real pleasure working with you. I mean, still, we got work left, obviously wrapping this up and then getting you a good tenant.
You're so resourceful. You're my boots on the ground, you know, to buy a property, a house from a foreign land, and to have someone on the ground who can speak Japanese and to find a deal, to deal with the agents, seal the deal, close. Man, that's awesome. You do a great job.
Thank you. Appreciate it. And yeah, thanks for visiting. It's been a fun trip and spending time with you here in the car.
Yeah, it was a great day, man.
Yeah. And then after this wraps up, second house, whenever you're ready, you know where to reach out.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'll be in touch really soon.
Sounds good. Well, everyone, thanks for watching this episode. This is Kevin from the Big Island of Hawaii. And if you want to do what Kevin just did or is doing, buying rental property in Japan, you can sign up for our platform AkiyaHub and find out more information. So make sure to sign up today. And otherwise, you continue to watch videos on my channel. I think you're gonna like this one, so watch this next one more after this, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.